Madam Sarma, Honorable Minister Kumar Mr. Gabino Krishona, Chairman Skillman Germany, Mr. Bedmani Tiwari, CEO and MD NHDC, Sri Anupam Anand, Senior officials from Government of Gujarat, Sri Atul Tiwari ji, Secretary, Government of India, Minister of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Mr. Po, our long-standing friend from Singapore, ITS, dignitaries from different part of world, representing different institutions, friends from industry, friends, media friends. The second day of Vibrant Gujarat, 10th edition, lot of things are going on. But I am confident the knowledge and skill vertical of Vibrant Gujarat is most vibrant. To achieve the 2047 goal to convert India to be a developed country, unless until we have a global network, we can't achieve that goal and become Indian. Being a public policy practitioner in India, I can say with utmost responsibility and humility, our target of 2047 to be a developed nation is not a selfish target. India has to develop, because when India will be developed, global south will be developed. There are a lot of models in different parts of world. Lot of economic governance model are there. Socialistic pattern of model are there. Free market capitalistic model are there. We have experienced both the models. But at the beginning of the 21st century, we have to ponder over, at one hand, we have to create wealth, we have to create more entrepreneurs, we have to go for more innovation, we have to go for more path-breaking new ideas. Simultaneously, we have to see the fruit of all this development has to go to the bottom of the pyramid. Here lies the challenge. One set of governance advocated for only distribution, and one model only advocated for creation. But our challenge is how to create the bridge. So India has an eternal responsibility to create a humanistic bridge, to create a robust economy, not only for self, for the global well-being. That's per in the leadership declaration of G20, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam was the philosophy and motto of G20. The entire humanity is one family and one aspiration, one dream. We all have responsibility to each other. Two major recommendations were there regarding this sector. The unanimous recommendation in the G20 summit was we have to create, we have to develop a skill gap analysis of the entire globe. In the era of innovation and technology, no country is monopoly of anything. It's a small village today. Within few seconds, we can know the global development of any part of the world. With this background, to mapping the skill need, mapping the future job is utmost important. That's the first recommendation led by Prime Minister Modi in G20. We have to map the global need, global skill gap. Number two, we have to appreciate each other's competency. Just when you were speaking, the chairman of Skillman German was talking about a good model. I had been to German. I am a great fan of dual education system of German. Today I am happy to MOU has been signed to the local state skill university with Skillman German and the Business Association of German. In German ecosystem, so it is in Singapore, so it is in Australia, there is a dual education system, earn and learn. Skill has to be aspirational. Skill has to be futuristic. For a long period in India, there was a wrong notion. Skill means plumbing. Skill means electrician. Skill means hospitality and hotel attendants. Friends, in the era of semiconductor, in the era of AI, ML and AR and VR, the multilingual coder is a skilled man. The language proficiency of multilingualism is also a unique skill. In the era of micro-specialization, we have to go for the detailing. And we have to create new architecture for credential and certification. That's been the second recommendation of G20. Mutual recognition of skill competency, skill certificate is a recommendation. With this background, when in vibrant Gujarat, we are talking about the global network. It is most pertinent and most important. And friends, I can, being in charge of skill sector of India, I can proudly say Gujarat is the laboratory of new age skilling ecosystem in our country. There is no second opinion. I was talking to Madam Sharma. I can remember more than 50 important initiatives are there by government of Gujarat, in some institutions supported by government of India, and especially by private sector of Gujarat. There are unique skill ecosystem is emerging. And I am happy major global partners are coming to give their intellectual contribution to expand this ecosystem. And I agree with Madam Sharma. As usual, Gujarat thinks ahead of the time. She was suggesting we must have an international skill convention, best practices, idea exchange in our India. I will be more than happy if Gujarat government will host the first of its kind convention for India, the global manpower, very soon. Because there are two simple vision, two simple advantages with India. By DNA, by nature, Indian people or Indian citizens are global. Not only physically. We not only travel to overseas. In all ways we think about the entire humanity. That's why whatever we think in India, it is global. Number two, there is no second opinion. In the 21st century, the knowledge will be the major driving force for the economy. And Prime Minister said, as I said in the morning, knowledge and competency both are equal and both are compatible and complementary to each other. We have to create a new architecture. National Education Policy 2020 exactly recommending that. From class 6 onward, skill and vocational education will be the formal curriculum, the formal curriculum. As one of the panelists was mentioning about micro-credential, one of the main recommendations of National Education Policy 2020 is to create a unique architecture for creditization of our skilling and education ecosystem. Micro-credential will be available. There is a new architecture has been developed, ABC, Academic Bank of Credit, certificate and credit, both will be deposited in that ABC. Depending on technology, new age, cutting edge technology, our NSDC and Ministry of Skill Development has developed a unique portal, Skill India Digital Portal, SID portal. In that SID portal, all kind of information will be available. Those who will be skilled in any kind of course in India will be on board. On that portal, you will be knowing what are the new courses, emerging courses available in our country, in outside the country, in overseas, through our knowledge partners. Employer can search in the portal, I need this competency, this number of competent people for my job. They can find that opportunity in the SID portal. If someone wants to upskill and reskill them, they can go to the SID portal and engage themselves and get the desired nature. Then for the skilling ecosystem, networking is important, mutual agreement is important, standardization is important, quality management is important. We will achieve all these things when we recognize each and everybody's unique capacity. Nobody is complete. By exchanging idea, exchanging experience, exchanging need, and happy, within our country, Gujarat is much ahead of the rest of the country. Today, being a state-enacted university, I think Gujarat Skill University, it is known as Gujarat Skill University, Kaushalya Skill University, double doors, Kaushalya भी है, skill भी है, ये गुजरात वाला। ये यूनिवर्सिटी दुनिया की सारे रेपुटेड इंस्टीट्यूशन के साथ एमओयू किया है। इसकी सबसे ज्यादा फायदा गुजरात की उद्योग को लेना चाहिए। आपकी प्रॉब्लम पेपर क्या है, आपकी चैलेंजेस क्या है। मैं इसी अहमदाबाद में एक मॉडल देखा, एक पॉलिटेक्निक में पास किया हुआ लड़का एक स्टार्टअप कंपनी बनाया है। व्हाट डू यू डू? उन्होंने कहा कि साहब मैं सामान्य घर की पृष्ठभूमि से आया हूँ, मैं जब हॉस्टल में गया कैंटीन में चाय पीने के लिए गया, चाय मेरे को एक क्लीन ग्लास में दिया जाता था। जब मैंने थोड़ा गहराई से देखा कि वो क्लीन कैसे कर रहा है कि एक बॉकेट में उसी ग्लास को थोड़ा धो के हमको दे देता, तो क्लीन कहाँ हुआ। 100 लोग दिन में चाय पिए, उसी चाय पिया हुआ ग्लास को वो जाके उसी बॉकेट में धो के आता है, मेरे को तो क्लीन दिखता है। इज इट हाइजीनिक? द चैलेंज ही फेस, द क्वेश्चन अराइज इन हिज माइंड। Being a polytechnic boy, he developed a unique technology. How quickly a saucer can be cleaned and be properly steamed. He developed a small machine that cost around 15,000. Necessity pushed him to be an innovator. ये सारा चीज इस गुजरात में हो चुका है। वो एमएसएमई की स्टार्टअप हो गया, 15,000 की मशीन। मैंने पूछा आपने कितना मशीन बिक्री किया? उन्होंने बोला मैं कम से कम 60 मशीन बिक्री कर चुका हूं। वो जॉब सीकर नहीं बना। स्किलिंग होने से क्या फायदा होता है? स्किलिंग और एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप साइड बाय साइड चलता है, उसकी हिम्मत होती है एंटरप्रेन्योर बनने के लिए। मित्रों, आज दुनिया की हमें भारत में सर्विस सेक्टर में हम लोगों की एक लीडरशिप पोजीशन आ गया है, but now we have to take a leadership position is manufacturing. For manufacturing, starting from ideating to market, specialization is necessary. Skilling is important component of this specialization. I have been to India Energy University recently. They develop a unique model. They develop a laboratory of making silicon plate. I think one of their counter is outside of this hall. That university. That's a unique model. Being an education institution, they create a startup. They are earning money out of that. They have outsourced that to an entrepreneur, and with this state-of-art facility, they are giving training, skilling to the students. So innovative methods can be envisioned. The Setu, I think, is working in that model, common facility center. So Gujarat is always the pioneer of so many things. I am congratulating the entire vibrant team. I am congratulating and very thankful to all of you, because I am in charge of skill sector in our country. Your direction is very apt and perfect. Now we have to scale it up. In India, what is our clientele number? If I go by standard 6 to 12, in this bracket, more than 150 million students are there. If I go by our working workforce, 15 to 40, more than 350 million workforce is there. That means 500 number of proposed skill, reskill, upskill candidates are there. Mr. Poe, can you imagine the number? We can do that. Unless until we do that, we can't achieve the $5 trillion economy size. We cannot develop our country. We can convert our country to a developed country. If we will not convert to ourselves as a developed country, there will be no harmony in the world. I am not talking as a authority. I don't have any, India never colonized any country. But we feel it's our eternal responsibility to look into the downtrodden of the humanity. That's why Prime Minister envisioned the word Global South. To fulfill the entire humanity, need of the entire humanity, India has to be skilled, and we have to have a global network. We have to bring good practices of the world to our country. We have to skill our manpower, we have to skill our students. Through that, we will serve our entire humanity. Thank you for inviting me. Best wishes.